Welcome back, everybody. If you are looking to make plans over the long Labor Day weekend, Homestead National Historical Park has a few events coming up, and here to talk all about them is Park Ranger Amber Kirkendall. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So please, the first event is the History Extravaganza.
Living History Extravaganza is going to be Saturday, September 2nd from 10 to 2. So the Homestead National Historical Park remembers the many legacies of the Homestead Act of 1862, the impact on the land, the impact on the people. But that act and that story didn't start in 1863. We can see the roots of that all the way back and the founding of the nation. So we're going to have partner with the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center in Nebraska City. We're going to have a living history reenactor, Bill Hayes. He's going to be one of the youngest members, or the youngest member of the Corps of Discovery. His presentation will be at 11. We'll also have a historic presentation of a governor from Kansas, who is an active governor during the Homestead Act. That will be at 1. But there's going to be a lot of hands-on demonstrations. So people are going to be able to see hides. They're going to be able to make their own corn husk dolls, which was a popular toy at the beginning of the Homestead era. They're going to be able to see spinning and candle dipping. So it should really be a fun event.
And that's just one event. Talk about the ice cream social and the spelling bee.
Yes, and so then on Monday, September 4th, which is Labor Day, we're going to have our historic spelling bee at our Freeman School, the one-room schoolhouse. It's original to the community, and it's always been on the same location. And it was an active school from 1872 all the way till the 1960s. And spelling bees was a great time for homesteaders to get together. And so it's going to be kids under 7, and then kids 7 to 9, 10 to 12, 13 to 15, and then over 16. So all ages can participate in the spelling bee. And then there's also going to be an ice cream social. So you can start registering at 9, and then the competition and event itself is going to go from 10 to 12 at that one-room schoolhouse.
Do people have to register for any of these events?
Yep, so everything is free and just come as you are. We welcome you to the park. Registration takes place same day on Monday for that spelling bee. So when you come, you'll register, not in advance, and there's no registration for any of the demonstrations or the presentations. Everything we do at Homestead National Historical Park is free for people, and you'll also be able to see our exhibits, our 22-minute film, our 2 historic structures. We also have a historic cabin, so there's so much to see and do, even on top of these special events.
Do you guys need any volunteers, or is that something you're looking for now?
Yeah, so something we are always grateful and looking for volunteers. I'm actually the volunteer coordinator at the park as well. We have an amazing team that you'll see some of them if you come Saturday or Monday, both virtual volunteers that actually transcribe documents and people who help with the events like you'll see. If you're interested in still demonstrating, please feel free to call the park. Or check our socials, because we're always looking for demonstrators and different volunteers, and we're so grateful for the volunteers we have.
Awesome. And real quick, anything else that the community should know about these events?
Yeah, know that these are just free to the public, and you'll actually get to take like your corn husk doll home. You'll be able to take your candle home. And for the spelling bee, first and second place trophies that actually have little metal bees on them. Trophies are going to first and second place in every category. So it should be a great time.
Yeah, a lot going on Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
All right, Amber, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.